Hello, welcome back to the Beastlands. I'm Castle, and this is my stupid face. Thanks for coming back and hanging out with us once again as we journey deeper into the forgotten lands known as Melorand. We're going to do a quick recap, but I'd like you to know that we're currently holding a contest. It is an art contest. Any kind of fantasy art is welcome. We don't currently have that many applicants, meaning it's going to be really easy for you to win. So drop us an email with your application to callofthebeastlands at google.com. Without further ado, here's our show.
So I suppose we're on the way back to the main base, yeah?
Yeah. This would be, I guess, the transition in between Dirtle's Rest and the Ironwood Fortress, which we're calling what again? I guess still a name still needs to be chosen in finality.
I still just have Dirtle's Peak with a question mark written down, so that's about all I've got.
Yeah, it sounds like a hard maybe. What?
I mean, honestly, I would just call it some Todier's Keep, because, I mean, it is your keep, man.
That's fair. You won it in a contest of life and death. You were completely unaware you were playing. Anyway, so leaving the small yet growing town of goat folk and various other creatures that had greeted the party very warmly, and after taking care of the troublesome trapped bomb package that was left for Todier, the party makes its way down the path that is being kept clear of snow towards the giant tree that sits in the background of the village. The path is only a few miles long, and the tree gets bigger and bigger until it is one of the most towering presences that you've ever seen out of plant life. The tree itself sits... Fuck, I had this written down, actually, in our Facebook group. 600 feet tall, roughly twice as tall and wide as the Hyperion redwood, which is the biggest tree in our world. 64 feet wide. And for those of you that are returning for the second time, you notice much more going on. More trees, about half as tall, but some easily as wide as the main tree, are now towering over the area, increasing the canopy in the walled fortress by over triple. In fact, there now sits two trees that are almost as wide as the main fortress, and three trees that are clustered together that are somewhat smaller. You can see in the branches of them much industry being done. In the smaller cluster to the bottom left on the map is, I believe, what is that? The Caravannery? Or the Alchemist Lab? I think that's the Alchemist Lab.
I think the bottom left was the first one we placed as the Caravannery, but I'm not sure. I'd have to go back to that episode.
Well, allow me to move it up to the level 2. Yeah, pretty sure that's the Caravannery. I didn't label these, we just built them.
Yeah, I'm assuming the one with the multiple buildings would be the Caravannery for the different shops and everything, because of all the... Oh, are we gonna... Do we get, why can't I think of the word? Merchants?
Yeah, in fact, there are merchants that are here, but before we get too far ahead of ourselves, Dirk wanted to initiate a conversation. This is in the walk between Dirtle's Rest and the fortress itself.
So I suppose at this point, after we just kind of packed up and we're getting ready to head back, I'll just kind of like stop in front of Gizzard there and be like, "So, you're gonna be quite in for a treat here. We live in a tree."
I'm sure he would be used to that.
That's the joke.
Was that racist?
No, we literally live in trees.
It's interesting because Alex's homeland is actually built into the sides of giant cliffs. Sorry, Gizzard's homeland.
Is that because I'm? Is that because I'm an owl?
No, I'm saying you're gonna like our house. It's nice. I'm a goblin, you know.
Wait, I thought you said your name was Dirk.
I am Dirk, the goblin.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I see why you're confused. Because most goblins are of green texture. No. So I was basically raised with goblins with my brother, who you'll meet, sorta. But yeah, we were raised by goblins. So I am Dirk, the goblin, and I was traveling with Dirtle, the goblin.
And was he like the same kind of goblin you are?
I mean, he was a little taller.
That's not that different.
Like what?
I suppose at some point you would pass actually by the shrine of your brother.
Oh, at that point, I would just be like, "Oh look, there's my." To which I would be pointing at a statue of a very tall-looking possum-looking type of character, which looks nothing like Dirk whatsoever, and definitely not of a goblin variety at all. And there's something wrong with his eyes. They're just not looking straight at all. Yeah, if you can believe it, he was a better archer than I was.
Father?
Same father.
Or did you have to?
Or did you have different fathers in the same?
I'm just gonna say.
I'm just gonna stop asking.
So beyond the shrine, the party gets ever closer towards the giant looming trees.
Are there bushes around yet?
There are some small mountain shrubs, yeah.
I'll wait till we get to the fortress for a green one to stick.
Oh, yeah. Rascal kind of pipes in at this point, and he asks, I'm sorry to hear about your brother, but can I ask you about your travel in more detail?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Well, when I first met you folk, you were traveling across the border, Thornwall. What happened to you before that?
It depends how far back you want to go. Because, I mean, there was a high school reunion. Dirtle set some things on fire. We blew up a country by accident. Tell no one.
Don't forget the strange metal disc.
Oh, yeah. Wait. No. So let's kind of start where we all kind of met. I think that might be a little bit better. So we met in this place. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. We all being a group of adventurers, half of which are still around, some of which faded away into history, and some of which died. Go ahead.
So you know what it's like?
Oh, that was my GM voice. Sorry, that wasn't Rascal.
Oh, I thought you were.
That was just a heaping bowl of foreshadowing.
Okay. So we kind of met at Noob's Luck. We met up with some random cat that was gonna help us, and then left weirdly. But anyways, turns out these rabbit folks were having some troubles with some blood elementals, and we had a kind of a badger guy helping us out, Polly. Yeah. So we went around all News Luck searching for this thing, and Then we met up with some chupacabras. My brother was a fake beetle. He was going to get eaten alive, but we stopped him at the last second. Like some anime or whatever. And then, turns out there was more blood elementals. We went into the sewers. And then me and Dirtle got really hazy at that part because it was like 2 episodes that we completely didn't know what happened in. And then somehow we ended up in a graveyard with a bunch of rabbits. And they killed Lesk. But he came back. And then Turtle got fruit boxes for his reward. Noob's luck just pretty much lost its luck. Then we were trying to figure out how to restore its luck by hiring some people in Salmon Run. Oh yeah. And that's kind of when we met the first time. And then we got in jail.
Now that you speak of it, don't we still have a blood elemental somewhere in a jar around here?
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Do we still have that?
In theory, I believe it's probably on Polly's character sheet.
Of course, Polly would have.
Useful. But at this point, surprisingly enough, Gizzard is even more
Wide-eyed.
wide-eyed than usual, which is a sight to hold on an owl.
Rascal pipes in. He says, "Wow, traveling through hostile Tosculi forces with a bunch of rabbit folk refugees. That must have been quite an experience."
Yeah, we faced the trap spider. That was fun. Then we found this druid after we passed. And we met across a snail. He was a very nice snail. And me and Dirtle killed more Tosculi. Met up with the Wondrous Emporium. Not in that order.
What did you say about a big disc?
Oh! I'll let Todier tell that one.
Well, we were told about some strange disappearances in an area. So when we went to explore, and we found footprints from the last guards that had been there, and we found this ginormous metal disc thing in a pond, and we had to swim down into the pond to get into this opening in it, and we could actually go inside of it. It was so big. And first thing when we went in there, we started looking inside of a dresser looking thing, and a black ooze came out, and then we had to fight the roots, and there was just so many things in there that wanted to kill us.
And then we met up with the crazy
Like
zombie
the
guy.
Swampers?
I don't. Tentacles, roots, and vines, and everything. Just the entire room was covered in plant.
Lesk would tell you that it was a shambling mound. Yeah, and some viney creatures.
He would respond in a sense of, "There, I almost died a second time."
Something like that.
At least you get the second time. Most people don't.
It's like, wow, that was easy. Weird zombie necromancer thing in a strange structure. Crazy. Well, what happened next?
And then some kind of evil thing killed the druid. And I replanted a tree. Because I'm epic.
Right.
Let's see what.
You
What?
planted a tree, and you're epic for it?
It's okay. You'll catch on why I'm so epic later.
You are small and adorable, though.
Thank you. I brushed my own fur with my tongue.
He demonstrates for you avidly. So let's see. Then, when I first met you guys, it was at the Thorn Wall, and you came to the aid of the forces guarding it against the Tosculi. Then you spoke with the general, and I didn't see you again.
Oh,
Yeah, we went to Salmon's Run, and I won this place in a weirdest card game I've ever played.
and that's when we met up with the carnival.
Well, ascites would actually chip in and say, "Hey, you're skipping over my part."
That's where they met me. Really sneaky, really good. Got multiple contacts everywhere I go. I think that
Pretty good.
That was fairly easy, yeah.
Maybe a little bit more raspy, but not much you can do about that.
Hey,
I was like,
Sardies,
not that.
what are you doing?
Hello.
Don't tempt me, raccoon boy. I'll set you on fire.
That's not very nice. You need a friend.
Don't touch me.
Oh
Here,
my!
take a hug.
That's like his whole personality. This is our story summed up. Yep, right there. From the site he's on.
Hug me! I will set you on fire.
Except for some friction between ascites and Dirtle, which
Reminds me of a couple of maps.
yeah, well, there was some animosity. Something about a dead horse. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the carnival. Yeah. That was
Did you hear
something. I did hear about that. You guys were made pretty famous after you popped out of there. I got a message. I was already on the move at that point.
What was the message?
I mean, it was a newsletter.
Oh,
You guys made front page.
Oh, do you have a performance you guys do? Or what?
No.
this performance was not of our own making.
Rascal's like, yeah, a lot of people.
Oh, did they volunteered you to come on stage or something like
Oh, do you want to take this one?
I guess the best way we could describe it is we had to kill a brainwashed carnival. There was an interdimensional being, and we disappeared for 6 months, but we only experienced a day. It was a very interesting experience, to say the least.
So many people died.
Gizzard
Gizzard is gonna message
to
Rascal, like, do you usually have that news clipping?
He's just like, yeah.
He's kind of at that.
He's kind of at that point of, what are these people smoking?
Right, yeah.
Like,
I was like, no, they actually gained a lot of notoriety over that. Not many people who entered the carnival survived and were ever seen again. Well, I mean, pieces of their bodies, I guess. But, yeah, it was gruesome. Let's see, what happened to you guys after that? Actually, after that, I received no news.
We were just on our way up here.
Yeah, we went to some knolls, ran into a ghost end. Dirtle killed the same horse twice.
Well, I'm sensing a story here that I'm...
twice?
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah. But to put simply, the horse ran away. Dirtle shot it, killed it, and then some undead-looking bros came by and made the horse undead, and then Dirtle killed the same horse again and made it dead again. So, same horse twice.
It's a true, odd story. Truly odd.
Guys, we forgot to mention our rhinos. We had rhinos for a while.
Ah,
They
Yeah,
pulled our wagon,
Duke-
and we lost it all.
Daisy and Duchess.
Rhinos?
Duke, Daisy, and Duchess.
Yeah, we
Yep.
had a really big cart.
Yep.
That's on the other side of the freaking mountain.
Yep. It was like a moving home base. Good stuff. Party didn't hold on to it for very long, for reasons.
And then then we basically went through a portal, found some remorazes. Turtle died. And then we found the tree. Fortress.
You guys just found this.
No, I won it in the card game, remember? But we
You
had to
won
kill a
a-
fae for it.
What?
Yeah, there was an... Well, have you met Hannah?
No.
Oh, her evil sister kept her locked in this tree for so long. And so we freed her, and so she lives with us here.
Have you guys ever thought about hiring a bard?
You know, I was just thinking I should start writing this stuff down.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of this would make really great fucking songs.
We had a bard.
You-
His name was Turtle.
I'm thinking there's one of three options here. You guys are just incredibly unlucky, or you are just absolutely terrible, awful people that cause as much destruction as possible, or three just shit happens to you.
I don't know. I never considered
Combination
her.
of A and C.
Maybe downright destructive, but
I'm still on the fact that you blew up a country.
wait, ask that again.
I'm still on the whole fact that you glossed over that you blew up a country.
Oh, that's in the backstories with me and Dirtle. We don't need to talk about that much. It's just some explosives in some wrong areas, and what do you know? Turns out it's not fertilizer.
So you weren't born this way then? This is to hide your identity?
Maybe.
Yeah. Todier would know how strange Dirk's lineage is. There's just a lot of mystery behind, like, Dirk's true identity.
If only I knew.
Like earliest you could remember. Did you have the green skin and all that?
Well,
Did you change yourself?
the only thing I've got that's even remotely a clue is this little chess piece with my name on it. I don't really know what it means. But I was trying to track down another druid. Maybe they would know. Or something.
I mean, I happen to be quite adept at finding answers. I could help you look into it if you would be interested.
Why would Gizzard help you? You needs no help.
Yes. Voice in sky speaks reason.
Oh, yeah, that's also when we met Hannah, we met you. And then you were shortly part of our group for a while.
Gizzard sounds racist. Not all goblins are green.
Wow, that
And
came
just 'cause
full
I-
Gizzard's
circle.
going off
I'm
of
a
Derek's
goblin.
description here.
You sound strangely invested, you.
Yes. I like Little Furry Ball.
Thank you.
Reminds me of rabbits we used to kill.
As trained.
Wow.
You just see Dirk's face.
Does have that prey look to him, though, doesn't he?
Delicious.
Hey, look, a distraction.
And then he runs away.
Rabbits
Flies
did that
away.
too.
It's a common practice.
Gizzard will take a couple of steps after him, just for a second. Like his head will fully snap to Dirk running and just like,
Well, about this time, you get pretty close to the wall of the keep itself. The wall of fortress. which is comprised of thick, thorned vines that interlock and stand about 30 feet high.
Do I have to tell it to open, or does it just open?
You have to tell it.
I'm gonna have to think of a more creative way to do that. But open up, please.
It opens. Yeah, you're gonna have to figure something out. But as you open it, it opens up into the scene we see before us on the tabletop. Much more vibrant than the open area that it was when you first arrived. There is, in fact, people running around. It's not packed, but there are some bodies turning to look your way, mostly rabbit folk, and some yells of excitement go through them, and you realize that, well, Henna must have probably let them in, or possibly, oh hell, what's his name?
Bulgrat.
Bulgrat, yeah, that's the one. And soon enough, as you're approaching the main area of, well, your town proper, I suppose, you're surrounded by a good number of rabbit folk of all ages who are just cheering, and some are even like kneeling, and some are crying, and it's just a very warm welcome from the new residents.
Are there communal eating areas?
Yeah, indeed. The bar, or tavern, I should say, is the southernmost building, and it is a, I believe 3-story building, 2-story building, and it's got plenty of room. So yeah, welcome home, guys.
Dirk just kind of goes to the rabbit folks and like high-fiving them.
Yeah,
my friends.
What was that, Ethan?
This is not home.
Lies. Is the whole home? Like the new vault?
No.
Where's home, you?
The mountain. Far away. Not this. Sad.
Yes, you, of course, has his own perspective on the place where he was found. But, nonetheless, he is treated with much respect upon his entrance. Another familiar face pops up. A certain black and white, shaggy dog folk with a longbow strapped over his shoulder. It is, of course, Bowser, the ranger from Noob's Luck. Runs over and gives Toadier a big hug.
You're still around. Where have you been?
Well, I was in Salmon's Run. I was sad to miss you. But when the folk of the town decided to join your cause, I couldn't help but join them.
Good to know.
Glad to see you alive and well and doing well for yourselves. I'm at your disposal. And he kneels. If you'll have me.
Yeah, of course, you can work with Dirtle on the archery school if you'd like.
That sounds
That's
interesting.
impossible.
Dirk, damn it.
Not Dirtle.
No.
God, I love that.
Turtle? I heard him for a second.
Yeah. So, indeed, several of the rabbit folk, probably an entire family, have taken over the inn and have started running it. And you see that several caravans have parked them, or a caravan has parked itself in the caravannery, and goods are being distributed to the buildings, and shops are being put up. let's see, the other building, I'm pretty sure... Shit, what did we have here? Alchemist Lab. That's right. The rightmost building is the Alchemist Lab. And it is a bit extensive as well. It's kind of like an herbalist den. Alchemy place. Yeah. Anywho, Jacob, do you want to roll up the caravan?
I was just pulling up my guide. Just a second.
Yeah.
I know it's just a bunch of flat D20s, but I want to have it around.
Yep. You should roll up who is here and their quality. Yeah. And that'll be over the course of the week or 2 weeks, something like that. The party now has the option of forcing some downtime. You can choose to start pursuing some side projects, perhaps specialized training, dumping some money into different ventures, researching, developing skills, spells.
I would like to talk to the cute furball.
Indeed. Which cute furball? I guess
one-
Societies is not cute, to be fair.
That one's not friendly.
I am cute, though.
He's licking himself. Oh, I'm cute. Anyway, yeah, you approach Dirk.
Little fur man.
Huh?
You said you do a lot of talking.
You didn't say that, Dirk did.
Voice inside head is right. You said nothing. I am interested in this Dirtle podcast. Tell
Dirtle
me
Pod.
more.
Oh, you must be one of our sponsors. That's right, folks. Dirk and Dirtle Podcast. Now all 10 episodes. Also on Lost Call Beastlands. Hit subscribe and follow.
This
Where-
episode brought to you by the Dirk and Turtle podcast featuring you. Catch it weekly on our channel.
Can I share something funny with you?
Sure.
I went to the Genesis concert Saturday before last, and it was at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. Right in the middle of one of the songs, the advertisement ring at the Charlotte Hornets Stadium goes off, and it's a big advertisement for Lowe's right in the middle of the song. And Phil Collins was singing, and he stopped singing and looked up, and he held up his hands like, "What is this?" And after they got done with the song, he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, that song was brought to you by Lowe's." I thought it was hilarious. It was an accident, but it was funny.
Our other sponsor tonight is Atrian Tree. Stay connected.
Oh my goodness.
When you don't need to communicate quickly.
Yeah,
When you wish people would just leave you alone.
we are in no way sponsored by Lowe's. Just for the camera. Anyway.
So, little fur friend, when can I meet other person?
What do you mean, other... Oh, you want to meet Dirtle?
Yes.
Oh, well, you can. He's dead.
I was dead once.
Well, I mean, like, he, no longer living, not robotic. humanoid?
I guess we'll meet another day.
I may be a bit inexperienced, but from my understanding, death is normally just like a one-time permanent deal.
These lands roam with magic and witchcraft. Many have come back from the grave.
Guys, I posted the merchants in chat.
Well, that would be a question for your resident priest, I suppose. Although it takes a very powerful priest to bring back someone who's been dead for a while.
Is it possible, though?
Rascal kind of scratches the back of his neck and he says, "Yeah, I've heard of it. I've never seen it, though. The new churches that are popping up, thanks to Duskin's interference with the natural order," he kind of chuckles, preach that there is life after death. There are different realms, different worlds where the soul travels when you die, and that in certain situations a hero could be brought back, his soul returned to his body and healed, all of course with the blessings of a powerful enough deity.
Is this Duskin strong enough to do that?
No, I do not believe he is. Duskin, although a good priest in his own right and a devout follower of Odin, has dedicated much of his life to the art of war. You'd need someone much more specialized, I think.
Okay.
Perhaps your Lesk, with a little bit more training, will achieve such a state one day.
I just stare at Lesk intently.
Yeah, we're going to have to bring that up to him when he gets in.
You know what would be bad is if you brought back somebody from the dead, and because they were brought back from the dead, they automatically became best friends with whatever killed them.
Yeah, it turns them into your enemy. That's great.
Yeah.
That whole
But no, we're not doing that. At least not today. And now we're only missing Lesk. So, you obviously have a lot of things on your plate. There's new growth, whole new ecosystem forming around you. Everyone has personal agendas and goals. Active quests even. So, what is the consensus on downtime?
Well, I'd still like to hone my longbow skills so I can upgrade my weapon and become professional.
Mm.
And I'm not going to leave Henna again until her companion's grown, which I'd like to find
Hell
a plant. Or no, I'm just going to give it to her and let her choose what she puts in, what kind of bush she puts in it. I feel like she'd know best.
Is that the pot of awakening?
Yes. I'm going to go give it to her and say, I hope you're never alone again.
Oh my god, you are the sweetest master I've ever had. I'm going to put this green velvet boxwood in this pot.
Master? I'm not your master. I want to
What
be
does Henna
your
look like?
friend.
Oh, this would be the first time I'm meeting Henna, huh? She is alabaster white-skinned with purple leaf imprints and veins across her form. She's got long purple hair. She's obviously fey. And the hair isn't hair per se, it's like leafy appendages.
So she's like a pale tree person.
She's a very special dryad. She's paired to a magical tree, which is in the very center of the main building. It's actually a tree within a tree, if you look at the map.
Does her tree have flowers?
Her tree...
Pretty bodies?
Oh, I'm sorry, not purple, but like teal. Yeah, teal. It's got small teal flowers. But yeah, she takes the pot of awakening and sets it by her tree and plants this shrub that she brings up through the body of the tree itself, or the floor, I should say. And she plants it in the pot of awakening, and she says, "You're going to make a fine friend in a few weeks."
Before she actually plants it, Gizzard is first going to introduce himself. Hello, my name's Gizzard.
Oh, hi!
Hi.
I'm Hannah.
So I know what this pot does. I noticed your tree has flowers.
Uh-huh.
Does it produce seeds of any kind?
Oh, yes. I mean, so I've got this, and she actually reaches up, and one of the branches bends away and reveals a large, softball-sized fruit that seems to be pulsing with some kind of energy. She's like, "I've been working on this for a while. Would you like it?"
I just need to ask her. This is not like your child or anything, is it?
Oh, no. This, I and the tree are, unfortunately, completely sterile. We were purpose-built for this fortress by the ancients. And there will never be...
Yeah, but we have this pot that what you plant in it becomes magical and sentient.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No, this only works on shrubs. Very limited.
I know this is kind of strange and far too soon to be asking these kinds of questions. But if possible, would you like to reproduce and have descendants of your own?
That's a little forward, mister.
I'm not asking for me personally, just you as
I
an
see right
individual.
through you, you pervert.
I've honestly never been interested in that.
It's hard to see through. How do you do this?
Magic.
No, seriously, Gizzard is ace. But, I mean, it's a tree person, and there's a magic plant pot that could feasibly allow her to self-reproduce. And his whole thing was he didn't want her to be alone.
I guess I appreciate it, but I do not think that it will work the way you think. So you don't want the fruit, then?
I mean, sure, I'll take it.
Okay.
And here I was thinking that Todier and Hannah were going to have little fey praying mantises that look like little flying trees. I'm depressed now.
Could you imagine a tree with just a bunch of scythe branches just flying at you?
Yes.
You eat the fruit, Gizzard?
I'm gonna ask her what it is first.
It is a primal fruit.
Does it need any special care?
I mean, it will lose its potency if you do not eat it within the next 24 hours.
So it's meant to be.
Oh, yes. It's fruit. What do you do with fruit?
I mean,
I paint many beautiful
to be
pictures.
fair, I did ask about the seeds before I asked.
The seeds are unfortunately sterile, like I said. I fear that no amount of magical tinkering would be able to crack the code of our genes.
What about a hug from a furry friend?
I would love a hug from Dirk.
You just see Dirk just dive bomb into Hannah's arms.
Much laughing and hugging is had.
Yeah, I'm cuddly.
The sun sets as the friends laugh together. Music plays. Scene goes black the next day.
Cites just
Everyone
looks
in
at
the
him
room.
and thinks to himself, I'm no tree hugger.
The next day, you all wake up from your beds in individual rooms inside the giant home tree. Anyway, do you eat the fruit?
Yeah, he'll eat the fruit. He'll be too curious not to.
It tastes unnaturally good. As you're finishing it up, whispers start intruding on your mind. For the duration, you can telepathically communicate with any creature you can see within 120 feet of you.
Too bad the siege is sterile. Though honestly, the first little bit before he picks up on that he can just telepathically do that, he's gonna be like, "Oh, bad trip time."
Nothing negative happens. It'll last for the next 24 hours. Todier, you are expecting a large convoy of your people arriving any day now. Dirk wants to set up a training grounds. I think. Right?
Actually, Dirk is first thing is going to go find the thiefling.
Okay, he's hanging around the bar usually.
I come up to him and I slam 200 gold down to him.
Just like, whoa.
I go,
here!
And then I leave.
You leave?
Yeah,
he's like, what do you want me to do? That's a big ass worm.
Nothing! You're doing a good job!
Oh, millipedes. Mm-hmm. Dang. Yeah, he did tell me. She's showing off her new bugs. You got a spider and some millipedes. Big ones. What type of spider was it?
It's a zebra-kneed tarantula spiderling. Had a vinegar for some time, but that's going to be our first actual tarantula, and yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Disease.
Right. Just
where are we at?
Sorry about that. It's okay. We're gonna take a break here in a minute, but as you were drop the money and run, Bulgrat yells back like, what is this for?"
And I just turn around at the last convenience and just go, "You're doing a good job. Keep it up."
Thank you. Drinks on me, everybody.
Is this in the tavern? This was in the
yes.
So Gizzard is going to be in the tavern, just gorging himself a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure. There was a fresh shipment of food recently, along with the rabbit folk. Although you guys are going to start having to pay wages. We're going to have to talk to Lesk, our bookkeeper, about that.
What did happen while I was gone?
Mostly a recap.
Oh, man.
Oh, go ahead.
Dirtle died.
Yeah, catching Gizzard up.
No!
There was ninjas everywhere. We all took care of them. It was chaotic. It was insane. And they weren't just indie ninjas. They were dragon ninjas.
It was mostly a recap from, or for the benefit of Gizzard and you, as not Lesk, but you, where Dirk and Todier were kind of filling in Gizzard and Rascal about all of your adventures thus far, and then as you pulled up to the, fortress walls, being greeted by the new inhabitants, the rabbit folk, and that's about it, I think. Some role play. But let's see. Oh yeah, Bowser was here. That was the thing. You have Bowser on the roster of inhabitants. He's a ranger, low level.
I guess Dirk would Bowser then shortly after this.
Would do what with Bowser?
I would probably try to find Bowser just to see if he would probably be interested in starting or teaching a ranger school.
Oh, yeah. He's actually been organizing hunting parties, to feed everybody or help feed everybody. More like gatherers for the most part, since most of your inhabitants are vegetarian, but sometimes they bring back game.
Well, even better to talk to him then. might as well have those rangers do assignments for food while we're at it.
What kind of assignments are we talking about?
Like, the rangers would go out hunting instead. So the ranger school would be using that as, like, target practice or something like that. you know?
Basically turn your hunter foragers into rangers kind of
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, I feel you.
Yep.
Like giving them hands-on training while or whatever downtime happens.
Right.
It makes logical
It does,
sense.
actually.
You're welcome.
Did we already pay for the garden, or do we still need to pay for the garden? Because I want that garden.
The garden should be paid for. It's already done. It's got a bountiful harvest already. It doesn't take much in this fertile soil. There's various magical ingredients, and also there's a good amount of like fruits and vegetables being grown.
So has everything been built as of right now? As far
Yes.
as all the... Okay, cool.
Yeah, over the course of your latest adventure and return, everything has been fully grown and stocked.
So we have the garden and the potion making, right?
Garden, caravannery, Alchemist Lab, tavern, and vault.
Oh, we have the Alchemist Lab? I thought we... Or wait, no. Sorry, I was thinking about the enchanting one. We were gonna...
Yeah, you haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we were gonna do that when we got back. Right.
Yeah, we have all the money now.
How long would it take for me to get proficient with the longbow?
Well, there's actually an answer to that. Let me look it up.
I am going to say it takes 30 days for the Pot of Awakening to work, so I want to stay here that long, at least.
Efficiency. Receiving. A number of work weeks equal to the character's intelligence. Oh. Alright, so we're looking at... What is your intelligence modifier?
That's a good question. Hang on. I don't even have my character sheet up.
Would this also involve me, since I'm kind of teaching?
2. You mean the... Yeah, my intelligence modifier is 2.
It doesn't directly involve you because you're teaching. The instructor doesn't reduce the amount of training time.
Okay.
It's just you have to have the instructor get trained. It's how smart he is and how good he is at picking up skills. What did you say your intelligence modifier was?
2.
2? So you're looking at 8 weeks to be considered fully proficient in a new weapon.
And that's a lot longer than 30 days.
Yep. That's a couple months, which is not too bad considering.
Hey, I said 30 minimum. Twice that is more than minimum.
Yeah. Well, we know what you're going to be doing. And the cost has already been taken care of between you and Dirk as well, because otherwise it'd be taking you 25 gold pieces per work week, according to this. But anyway, Lesk, what would you like to do with some downtime? All of you desperately need a rest, but more than that, you have personal goals. What is on your mind?
The things that would be on my mind. So we got information about a research facility.
Yes.
Lesk would probably be focusing on what would the best way to try and confront that be. And probably preparing things like potions and other plants in order to make confronting the research facility easier.
Yes.
I'm just going to say week 1, our religious blessings, idols, and symbols merchant is very good, so you should check that out.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I would suggest that for you, and then I would tell Dirk to stay away from the leather crafter right now.
What happened with the leather?
I
leather
mean,
crafter?
I could get some stuff from the leather crafter. I have leather crafting tools.
Yeah, I mean, you can, just everything's going to be poor quality, so why do it now?
True.
Oh, not their wares, like their spare leather and hides and stuff. Because I can make stuff.
Does leather have a quality? Or is leather just leather?
Well, I will say that the leather that you're going to get from a wild boar is not going to match up to the leather you'd get from a wyvern. Let's just put it that way.
So, quick DM question for clarification. Do you allow for skill training?
Skill training? I don't know. I don't think I do want to open up skill training per se. There are rules built in to pick up tool proficiencies and languages. I've extended that to weapon proficiencies, but I don't think I want to open up skill proficiencies just because that could just snowball, I guess, is what I'm thinking about.
Hey, that's better than I was just sitting here thinking you get what you get.
Lesky there.
Hello.
What was it that you said you wanted to do with your downtime activities?
Preparing potions, I think, or just seeing what potions there were to prepare and like order them. Although the one merchant that Todier mentioned also interesting.
Yeah, he has religious blessings, idols, and symbols.
Mm-hmm. I don't really need to be training in anything. I haven't come across something that I particularly need to be, or particularly wanted.
Damn it. Foiled again.
I know something Dirk would do.
What's that, Dirk?
He would probably ask Hannah if he knew where this particular chess piece had come from, or what type of wood.
Interesting. Yeah, you approach Henna and you ask her, hey, what do you know about this chess piece? And she says, well, that's interesting. It seems to be alive. Looks like it was probably from the Feywild.
Feywild.
Yep, it's where my people are from. I've never been there myself.
Dirk just keeps staring at the chess piece.
Did you say chess piece?
Not like chess, but part of a chest.
Chest. C-H-E-S-T.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to find you, bring him to Henna, and ask him to tell her about the war, and see if we can find out anything about it, since I know she's been around longer than
So Lesk, there is indeed a merchant who appears to be a bear. He's a bear folk priest, and he is selling religious symbols of the many gods, and some charms that he is advertising will protect you in various ways.
Very interesting. Before I actually start buying anything, we never did distribute the gold from the various gemstones and art pieces last time we were distributing loot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that really quickly.
Want to know what you're working with. I feel you.
Alright. So everybody should get 1,125 gold pieces.
Ooh, there.
1,125.
Yes.
Okay. So if anyone is interested, the vendor in question that Lesk is visiting has, besides normal religious symbols, has a charm of cold resistance, a charm of dark vision, a charm of heroism, and a charm of restoration.
What does the charm of restoration do?
Charm of restoration. He says you can use this a limited number of times, but you can cure diseases, curses, all sorts of afflictions with this. Essentially, you can cast Greater Restoration with 4 charges, or Lesser Restoration with 2 charges. The charm has 6 charges. Does not restore itself.
That'll be helpful in a tight pinch.
Mm-hmm. I can technically grab healing spells, but I've been kind of enjoying being a purely battle cleric.
Yep.
As it fits my character more. I was never really taught how to heal.
Yep.
So I will actually buy that, so that I have a means of healing other people besides grabbing a healing spell.
Okay. So I'm going to charge you 2,000 for it.
How much for that cold resistance?
Actually, what cold resistance?
The charm allows you to give yourself cold resistance as an action, and it will last for 24 hours, after which the charm vanishes.
Lame, never mind.
What about the mediocre magic?
This one, I will charge you 1,000.
It was lesser restoration twice and greater restoration 4 times, right?
It's not how many times, it's how many charges. The charm has 6 charges. Greater Restoration takes 4 charges. Lesser Restoration takes 2 charges.
Oh, I see.
So you can cast Greater Restoration once, or Lesser Restoration, 3 times.
To put in a fair point, Dirk can cast Lesser Restoration. So if you want to just save it for a heavy rainy day, because I can cast all the lesser ones we have. So
it's a good, it's a good one greater restoration type thing, and then a lesser restoration that I can just have on hand.
Right.
And he points out that not just any cleric will be carrying these around. This may be the only time you will ever see these blessings for sale. These charms.
What else was there?
Other than that, there was the charm of heroism and the charm of feather falling. Did I say that?
No, I don't think you did.
No, I didn't.
Dark vision.
Dark vision. That's right.
Oh, I already have dark vision. So
I heard dark vision. I was like, oh, I need that. Wait, nope, never mind. I have dark vision. I'm wearing a pair of goofy goggles.
Yep, that's true.
Isn't there someone that doesn't have dark vision?
I don't remember what everyone got for loot, but you may need to revise your attunement list.
The charm doesn't take attunement, right?
No, it does not.
Is he willing to trade instead of just gold? Like
trade what?
Like I've got a walloping arrow or cap of water breathing or a potion of necrotic resist.
What are you trying to get?
Does he have a potion of feather falling?
No, he doesn't. It was the only 2 that he has left, if Dirk picked up the cold resistant one, is the charm of dark vision and the charm of heroism.
What does the heroism do?
It gives you the benefit of a potion of heroism. Once.
Dirk is not going for the cold resistance charm.
Okay.
It doesn't last very long.
Yeah, it's 1 day, but you don't have to use it immediately.
I'm pretty okay with my fur.
Okay.
There's also the
The potion of heroism is pretty badass, though. It gives you temporary hit points every round. And stuff.
Very good for those of the barbarian sense.
Yeah, for an hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for an hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the bless spell. So you're blessed, and you have 10 temporary hit points at the beginning of every... Oh, wait. No, just 10 temporary hit points.
How much does he want for that?
That one he wants 2,000 for. Says, mind you, the potion is quite expensive. Quite expensive. But the blessing, I will part for cheap. A generous donation to my church is all that I require. 2,000 gold pieces.
Can I give him Dirk?
What about Dirk?
Can I trade him Dirk for the potion or charm?
I do not trade in slaves.
Well, he won't be your slave. He'll be your entertainment.
I will pass.
Dirk just not paying attention to the conversation on hand, just looks up, just going,
Wait, what? What's happening?
Don't worry about it, Raccoon Boy. You're safe for now.
Let's see, what other...
Caravannery that has like some new crayons? Because Dirk's used up all of his on the coloring book.
Let's see. Yes, the second stall sells mediocre magic items and enchantments. He has a box of crayons for sale.
I'll take those and give him the Dirk.
2 gold pieces.
That's the one I wanted to look at too. The second merchant.
Yeah.
There you go, Dirk. Have fun.
Oh,
Dirk pulls out his already colored book and starts coloring it even worse.
All right, cool. So back to that downtime. Let's see. Lesk. I was trying to figure out what you would do with... What are we up to? 4 weeks? No. 8 weeks? 8 weeks.
Wow, that is a long time. I wonder if there is a skill I could try and learn right now.
Well, skills per se are off the table, but languages and tool proficiencies and...
Yeah, that's what I meant. I have the land vehicle proficiency, and so for the most part, I think I've been driving things like carriages and stuff when we need to do that. Or I don't know if like everybody has the land vehicles proficiency. I've seen it on character sheets quite a lot. Is there something else that I could learn regarding that? Maybe.
I do not know.
I'll try and look it up. In the meantime. Other than that,
like, if you can just think of like role-playing things, priestly things, I don't know.
I was gonna say I wanted to buy some idols if they had of Odin and Thor in order to make some shrines, as well as who was the goddess of nature? Was it Freya in the
Freya?
Yep.
As well as Freya, because our base is composed of mostly trees and fae.
Yeah. So it's like 2 silver for a holy symbol, I think. I might be wrong on that, but we're going to call it 2 silver per. And he's got a good collection of them, so you may do that and start establishing some shrines around the area.
Just like I had done before, make the shrines throughout the place.
Yeah, done. All right, cool. So you're going to make and tend and upgrade those in your downtime and just be a simple priest for a while. Okay. Ascites, what's on your agenda?
Well, I want to get proficient with the longbow, and
That's right.
really, other than that, maybe something along the lines of, well, I don't know what it would be.
If anything, I would probably use your contacts to maybe sniff out the dragon.
I could do that. I was thinking about honing anything that would make me even more stealthy than I already am, but is that possible?
Well, you're pretty damn stealthy. I don't know what.
Yeah, I know. Or maybe, maybe something, I don't know, maybe medicine or healing or something, because I'm not real good in that department.
Well, you could attempt to learn how to use a healer's kit, but I'm not sure how helpful it would be in the long run at your level, and it would also take a bunch of time to learn.
Yeah.
Another 8 weeks, probably.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So we'll just call you at being hard at the archery training for this time.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Mind you, this is 8 hours a day. At the end of every day, you're free to do whatever, be that hang out with your buddies after a long day, go and have a drink, scout the landscape, whatever, life. And
Set
then...
things on fire?
What?
Can I set things on fire?
I wouldn't, but yes, you can.
Oh, okay. I won't set them on fire around the fortress, so I'll go someplace else.
Oh, I mean, everything else is covered in snow, so... Anyway, we're going to circle to you. This is a whole new world for you, you. You've never had time. You're not quite sure what they mean. What are you going to do with yourself for 8 weeks?
I guess go back to where they found me.
You're going to hang out in the vault?
Yes, to see if I can find clues.
Interesting. We will circle back to that. Definitely. Gizzard. Oh shit, I have you muted. Gizzard.
Can you hear me now?
I can't.
So Gizzard's definitely going to want at least a tour of this. If he isn't given a tour, he's going to explore anyway.
Yeah, you look around and see the sights up and down, left and right. The Alchemist's quarters is particularly interesting to you. It has various laboratory features that reminds you of school back home. But then there's the vault. The vault is sealed. It really requires Todier's permission to enter. Hold on, I have him muted too. There you go.
Vault let you in whenever he'd like. Wait, who, Gizzard?
Gizzard.
Yeah, Gizzard and you, because you wants to go down there too.
Yeah. So, Gizzard, eventually you find yourself going down a root hallway.
Wait, group meeting. Password? What should the password be? Let's just make a password. Let's start with Dirtle.
Oh, I think the password should be fruit box.
I mean,
Oh my god.
okay, I'll give you fruit box. Yes, fruit box. Fruit box is the
Alright.
vault's
Pretty
password.
good password.
From beyond the grave, an
Turtle.
answer is given.
Hmm.
Anyway, Gizzard, you find yourself being guided down a long root hallway that goes kind of deep into the earth, and then it opens up into an ironclad chamber with a large circular runic gateway in the middle of it. Various boxes and barrels and odds and ends line the room, but nothing else piques your interest quite like the portal. And you recognize that for what it is, although its inner workings remain a mystery to you.
Him basically just stumbling on what to him is a portal is mind blowing.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
He's definitely going to ask how to use it.
That is a subject on which Henna has been practicing under Todier's direct orders. Todier, would you like to hear the report?
Well, yeah.
Very well, Master. I have deciphered the notes, and it seems that the faction of the elves have had several strongholds over the ages. This rune right here represents the elfish culture. When aligned with 3 other runes in a correct order, it will open a specific gateway to a specific fortress. These other runes seem to represent different factions that used to exist around the world. I've heard of these. This is the gnomish symbol. This is the draconic symbol. This was the symbol of the humans. And this was the symbol... Why, I can't remember what this was. Anywho,
Would I be able to take a crack
What?
at it?
Well,
Would I be able to take
sure.
a crack at it?
As long as it's okay with the master.
Do we know where any of them lead? Or is
Well.
it just draconic? You know.
Well, the notes mention a couple of elven strongholds that I currently have access to the glyphs for. It has been a long time, though. It is hard to say what condition they're in. If the portals are active anymore, or...
Dirk holds up his hand.
Yes, furry one.
I have a question. Are you and this tree one and the same?
I am one and the same with that tree, and she points at the magical tree that is like white barked and teal leaved. That is in the center of, you know, the fortress itself.
So this fortress that is one giant tree is also you.
You could say that. I've always thought of myself as the heart of a fortress.
Oh. Well, there goes that plan.
Why? What plan?
Well, the thought was if they were 2 separate entities, Dirk does have the ability to speak to plants now.
Oh yeah,
So
me
he's gonna
and the
ask-
tree are intertwined.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, okay. I was going to ask the ancient half, like, hey, you know anything?
Well, I mean, the big tree itself is a separate creature.
Oh.
Her
Then-
tree is actually planted inside the large fortress tree.
Oh. Oh, well, this is going to be fun then. I cast Speak Plants on the
On yourself.
fortress itself.
Yeah, okay. You can suddenly hear a musical chorus, like a humming. And it seems transcendent, peaceful. You're hearing the tree humming to itself, basically.
I just kind of like look around as if like, how do I speak to this thing?
Hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mr. Plant Fortress?
What can I help you with?
Hi, I'm Dirk.
I know.
What's your name?
I do not have a name.
I'm gonna call you Fortress.
Many have. I never thought it was a name. Now it is a name.
Yay! So, how long you been here?
Here?
Yes.
600 cycles.
That is a long time. Do you know anything about these portals?
I was brought through a portal once. It was a very traumatic experience.
Oh, sorry. At least you don't have to go through it again.
You never know.
That is oddly true. You hiding any secrets?
Secrets, you say?
Yes.
I suppose no, for I do not seek to fool any.
Okay. Do you know how to start the portals at all?
Have you tried turning the wheel?
Dirk turns around and goes,
Guys, have we tried turning the wheel?
Everyone shakes their head like, what? No.
Whose will?
We start looking around for the wheel.
Well, Gizzard is going to use the little telepathic thing that he can, because why not? And ask Dirk directly into his head, are you actually talking to the tree right now?
Dirk completely spooked out, just like,
what do you...
Like, is the tree talking back? This is still in his head, and of course going to do the whole wide-eyed stare and tilt the head to the side.
It's painfully obvious who this is.
oh.
Yeah, I'm talking to the plant. You don't have to speak into my brain, though. You can just ask me.
Rude.
Anyway, I wanted to ask if the elves are friendly or if we're going to be attacked the moment we go into their stronghold.
Who are you asking?
Henna or Gizzard, because they're the ones that want to open the portal thing.
Hannah says, well, I've never been attacked by an elf, but who knows? I guess. I don't know what these particular people are like, or I mean, I was abandoned. I thought that all the elves left, so I don't know.
You know what? Good enough. Everything else is trying to kill us. What's one more? Let's give it a shot.
So wait, are we trying to do this right now, or are we gonna do the downtime first?
Oh, we're doing downtime, but yeah.
Downtime, definitely.
You try to figure out, like, where these portals lead. Can Gizzard try to figure out where these portals lead? Well,
he's going to try.
Yeah, during our downtime, because that'd be a safer bet.
Well, there's a couple hundred different combinations that can be tried through this wheel.
Oh.
Yeah, but this is in his wheelhouse.
This is what?
This is in his wheelhouse. This
is
definitely his. Oh, yes.
Oh, there was one other thing Dirk was gonna ask the tree here.
Yeah.
So, do you know when you, the robotic figure here, came here?
306 cycles ago.
Do you know who brought him?
He came alone.
Yes, I brought me. Actually, I can't speak plant. I didn't respond.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't really figure out any more clues, I guess.
What clues?
Oh, I thought you were looking for clues.
Yes, I am.
Now I am confused.
Portals work two ways. It's easier to go than it is to come back.
Oh, so you came through by portal?
Yes.
Oh.
This portal, in fact.
My mentor always said it was kind of like pooping.
What?
It's easier to go, but going back in is a strange and unusual process.
What is this pooping?
Regurgitate my food.
I mean, I can do that too.
Where's the owl pun? You're a hoot. See, that's a double pun. Do you get it?
Who?
No? Okay.
Can the DM take pun damage?
Unfortunately not. The gods are immune to psychic damage.
Roll psychic damage.
Foul jokes are no laughing matter.
Yeah. Who's within 30 feet of you? Okay, on a serious note, though. I think we got everyone covered on the downtime. Unless Gizzard wants to...
I did want to check out that mediocre magic and enchantment.
You have access to uncommon magic items through that channel. I'm not going to bother going through every magical item that he has in stock, as I think it would take too much time and be somewhat, wasteful. But if you have a uncommon magical item that you would like to ask for, I will see if he has it in stock.
Throughout all the merchants, I will be looking for enchanted prayer beads.
Unfortunately, no. There are not any monk-specific items among this list.
Oh, crap. Do I have... Guys, do you want me to roll 8 weeks worth of fucking merchants?
Let's not.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards too, but Jesus Christ.
I mean, I would just roll once and have at it.
Yeah. If you want to, do one more, but I wouldn't waste the time doing 8 of them.
Is he interested in buying any magical items?
He has a grand total of 5,000 gold pieces to spend on purchases.
Mm-hmm. I show him the Staff of the Adder.
3,000 gold pieces.
I accept. Good deal.
Pleasure doing business. Dirk, I could hear you trying to get something out. What is up?
And I was going to ask one last question to the tree.
Do you know what this is?
And I hold up the chess piece.
Dang. That is a traditional Tanuki chest piece.
Tanuki?
I believe that is what they are called. You know,
What?
like you. Is that right?
I am a goblin.
Hold on a second. This is a rather specific question that requires a specific answer. And I don't want to mess it up because we're being recorded.
Dirt just kind of like jumps up and down, just kind of like, am I a Tanuki?
Wait, what the fuck? I just googled it. Are you actually a Tanuki?
Yeah, I am a Tanuki.
What?
Yes.
There are some weird things when you look up Tanuki. Don't
Do you
scroll
have like the traditional abilities of a Tanuki though?
You is a Tanuki.
Ah.
I am confused.
He's like, what? Oh, I'm a warforged.
Dirk is a Tanuki.
I want to say that is correct. That is the correct pronunciation, but I can't. I have a thing.
It's Tanukin.
He's a guy with a mustache and a raccoon costume. He flies really high in the air when he runs fast.
Not that fast, but it's a Tanukin. I
Like
believe.
Django from Killer Instinct. Tanukin.
They actually got a pretty nice looking model on it. I'm just Googling it.
Well, I'm just gonna say, if you guys, I actually just found the Japanese Raccoon Dog. I didn't even realize this was like a D&D thing until I added 5e to it.
Yeah, it's even further than that. It's like ancient Korean or Chinese lore.
Japanese folklore.
Japanese? Yeah, okay. And it's like a little master illusionist demon thing that looks exactly like a raccoon, walks on two legs, wears like, tribal clothes and things, likes feathers and shiny things, likes playing tricks on people.
Also says it's smart.
Yes, it is. It is people.
Oh, there was one more thing I forgot. In addition to the training, I'm going to take Dirk's advice and maybe through one of the whatever that thing is, the merchants, the caravan. There we go. Yeah. I'm just going to shut up now. I can't even talk.
What are you trying to find there?
Something about the caravannery.
I'm going to send a letter to my contacts, like at Salmon's Run and other cities, and try to get some information on where the dragon might be.
All right. Yeah, you're just trying to get some more information dug up and whatnot.
But that's the only other thing I wanted to do. I forgot to mention that.
Okay. Actually, I believe you already had asked about that.
Well, Dirk, but I
I
didn't say anything.
Yeah. I guess all the other time then Dirk will just kind of be researching up
Oh yeah. So it's not Tanuki here. We're actually talking about a race of creatures called the Azaban.
Azaban.
Yes, the Azaban. He says, "You are an Azaban. Strange, you seem to be molded and twisted by this realm. You do not share many features with your Fey ancestors. And yet I can sense a trace of their magic running through you. Allow me to...
Ooh.
Oh, that came out.
Oh man, my cousin's name is Rocket.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. He likes guns, fast snips.
Could you get the guy's eye? I really need it.
We really got to make sure we get that guy's eye. I need it for
It's
things.
essential. Anyway, yeah. He says, "You have the heart of a goblin, no lie. Whether this is good, I cannot tell. But in spirit, you are still an Azaban." And to be clear, it is basically a Tanuki. You know, it's the same thing, just different word for it.
Gotcha. Azaban.
I don't suppose you know where the nearest Azaban group is, do you?
I've not seen one for many, many cycles. None came to me while the sisters fought.
I feel like I should give you something. What does a tree want?
Stab him.
What? Why? Why would I stab?
Take an acorn from my highest branch. Plant it somewhere far, far away.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And I...
Any special requirements for the particular planting?
Somewhere where it can thrive. Water, but not too much water. Warmth, but not too much warmth. Cold, but not too much cold.
So, Tennessee. Got it.
That sounds very, very far away.
Alright. Sure. Nice talking to you. I'll talk to you some more if I got anything else.
I will see you when I see you, young Azaban.
And Castle leaves. Great. Wait, no, that was the side piece. Never mind. I'm like, and the end done.
And the spell ends.
End session. Cliffhanger.
So, yeah, I guess Dirk during Dirk's downtime for sure will be to collect the acorn, and he'll keep it on him at the same time.
Yeah, it's the size of a Volkswagen.
Oh my goodness.
You could live in it probably if you hollowed it out.
Okay. Levitation spells. That's what I'm going to be researching.
Right?
Is there only one acorn?
No. No, there's more. Yeah.
So could feasibly just like use it to make some houses.
Feasibly, yeah. For small creatures, mind you, it'd be like, you know, a studio apartment for a small creature. Interesting to think about, but yeah. Mind you,
So-
they're ironwood, so handling it may be an issue. Maybe not for you, but, for people.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll be learning how to levitate a giant freaking acorn and figuring out more about my ancestral race, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. So, give me a history check.
Yeah. Can I ask Les for some guidance?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can.
Thank you. 20.
Very good. Yeah, it's said that your people have a realm in the Feywild where they create magical, illusory cities to their very heart's content. And they only leave to cure their incessant boredom.
Derek goes unto his pondering self.
So, if they leave the Feywilds and I come here, what does that mean? Why am I twisted? Why am I changed? And why was I put in the Goblin area? More questions to follow.
Indeed, indeed. And where does Dirtle come into this? Why was he with you?
Is
All
he
these questions.
also a man?
It is apparent that he was not. Where he fits in is still a mystery.
He's dead.
Wow.
I had something for this, your guys' secret, backstory and stuff. It is a shame that Dirtle is currently dead, but it is still a history, so.
One that Dirk will uncover.
At all costs.
I will do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, other than that, levitation. Levitation seems to be a little out of reach for you. But you commune with nature and you figure out, well, I may be being premature. Give me a nature check. I'll go ahead and give it to you with advantage because this is good stuff.
Can I once again get it with guidance?
Look at that, another 20. Not natural, but good enough.
Oh,
you
get.
What did I do?
An object or creature. It's called Featherfall. You can add it to your spell list.
Oh, I got that 20.
Oh, that was you. Okay, gotcha.
We both passed.
Yes, you both passed. You both get Featherfall. Yeah, anyway, you can add that to your spell list.
Is that a level...
It's like a level 1 spell or level 2 spell.
I'll find out.
Yeah, it should be on your spell list. Let's see. With that out of the way, I believe that covers everyone's downtime except for Todier.
Actually, I was also gonna, like I mentioned before, I wanted to see if we could, what potions we could make in the garden.
Oh. Let's see. Using normal magical item creation rules, you can make up to uncommon potions.
Up to uncommon potions.
Correct. Now, in the item creation rules set forth from Xanthar's Guide to Everything, there is a set amount of time and cost involved in making a potion or a magical item. If it's consumable, you actually cut the times in half and the cost.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look that up and apply those rules.
I was going off of the garden, what it said in the Strongholds book.
Yeah.
How we can only grow certain things for certain potions, and I pulled up every single potion that we could grow.
If that is listed, then will we use those rules instead?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it very specifically says, like,
Dirk, quit casting spells.
Oh, sorry.
let's see, where is...
Thank you so much.
Yeah, each 7 days the garden provides enough ingredients to make 4 potions of the following list, and then it lists out like a whole bunch of potions. There are some potions that are kind of interesting, like the oil of etherealness, which is rare.
Oh, well, there you go.
And
it gives you costs and times. Because you have the Alchemist's Lab too, which I'm sure has its own bonuses for that.
When you're making a potion in the Alchemist Lab, it allows you to do the DC check with advantage.
Okay, so it'll just pretty much guarantee a win when you're making these potions.
For the most part.
Well, the thing is, a couple of the rabbit folk are manning that shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to make those rolls. Just tell me what potions get pushed out. You know what I mean? I trust you to do that. Tell me what potions you get, and then you add them to your inventory.
I've just been looking over them, and I was wondering if anyone else wanted to ask for a specific potion. I can list them out really quickly.
Just copy and paste them into the chat.
The sucky part is I can't copy and paste from the document.
I'll type them out.
Unless
do you want them in Discord or Roll20?
Probably be better in the long run in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
However,
uncommon magic item, right?
Correct.
Hurry up to wound closure.
Hurry up to wound closure. Let's see here. Is that an uncommon item?
It is. It says category items, item rarity, uncommon, weight 1, and then I posted to chat.
600 gold pieces.
I will do that.
Done. I'm pretty sure that makes you heal more on a short rest, right? Or something like that.
When you rest, and then you stabilize whenever you are dying at the start of your turn. In addition, whenever you roll a hit dice, regain hit points, double the number of hit points restored.
Yeah, for sure. That's good stuff. Keeps you alive.
As a wizard, it's needed.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, done. 600 gold pieces.
I am on. I would like a potion of animal friendship, please, because that sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dirk and Dirtle have both used that to great effect in the past.
I was thinking a funny one could be the Pilter? I don't know how to say that. Of love.
Filter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's always great for a good time.
Mm-hmm. Because we're about to infiltrate the research stronghold. And if we could get somebody on the inside to get us in and just get us places.
Yeah, that'd be so great. Yeah, it's definitely on the to-do list. I'm still working on the big map for that, but I promise you it's going to be epic.
So that's like the one potion that I wanted to do. I also wanted the oil of etherealness. However, I don't know if you're okay with us getting that one. It basically, the affected creature gains etherealness spell for 1 hour.
Yeah, you can walk through walls and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is there still a cost associated with this at all, or what's up with that?
So it doesn't mention that. It simply says
this
contains
is
an
your
assortment
garden.
of herbs and grown vegetables. Each 7 days, the garden provides enough ingredients to make 4 potions. And then it provides a DC 15 alchemist supplies check. A failure simply destroys the herbs.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes, you may produce a limited supply of that.
Yeah, for 4 potions of the out of the list.
Okay. Yeah. You may produce that if you wish.
Per week.
Right.
4 potions
Yeah,
per week.
per week. Mm-hmm.
But you can only I will put a limit on it. You can only produce 1 of each type of potion during that time.
That is, yeah. I was reading it and I was like, I don't know if we want to follow the exact rules or if you want to put like a price on the potion or a price on using the garden or something like that.
No, this is your business.
All right.
Mind you, you could reinvest these potions into the alchemist shop itself, because what I'm about to hit you with is 8 weeks worth of wages that you have to pay.
I was going to talk to you about what wages are we paying so far, because so far I just invited them to all live here, so who am I employing?
We will have to get a count of specifically skilled workers and unskilled workers, as well as any
Now, mind you,
things we have.
The charge that I'm charging you for unskilled workers is only to feed them. It's not actually going into their pocket as employee. This is the caravans dropping off essential supplies to your podunk, middle of nowhere fortress. And Les, you have the list for that, right? How much
So last time when it was updated, where did I keep that information? Character names? Is that it? It might not have saved, I don't think. I do remember writing down exactly how many people were living in the fortress.
Oh yeah, I had asked you to, but that's okay. 100 rabbit folk have shown up. Okay. All of them are counting as unskilled workers. The only skilled worker that you have is Bullgrat. And allow me to look up wages.
I was fixing to say, I think I've already taken care of Bullgrat.
Yeah, Bullgrat, you don't have to pay ever again, likely. Dirk will still do it, but you don't have to. Let's see.
Oh yeah, can I sell that?
Oh, that's actually in the book, the Stronghold book. Wages are in there.
Yeah. There are exact wages.
Yeah, so whatever it is for unskilled labor, times 100.
Two silver pieces per day. So is the current population just 100 rabbit folk? There was also goat folk. I believe that number was 70. Last time I remember, there were 70 goat folk. So are we looking at somewhere around 170 people?
The goat folk are currently not inhabiting the fortress. That was the new population of Dirtle's Rest.
Okay, so
right, and that wasn't even limited to goat folk. There are a few different races that have moved in and started building houses there because it's under new protection. And there's a lot of strife in the lands these days. The Ursina Kingdom is having problems, so people are migrating.
Mm-hmm. So currently in our fortress, it's just 100 people, 100 unskilled workers at the moment.
Yes, so times 2 silver.
What's 200 silver pieces in gold?
That's like 20 gold a week, or a day, sorry.
20 gold a day.
Dirk will gladly give an extra 20 gold to the people.
That's a bit much. We're giving them 20 gold a day, and so if we increase that to 40 gold a day, that's like...
No. Dirk's just doing it out of goodwill, really.
I'll just put it towards the pot.
Yeah.
All right, so altogether, multiply that by 8 weeks, right? Because that's how much time is passing right now.
1,120.
Actually, sorry. Take that back. Because I'm getting to Todier's stuff, and that's kind of gonna mess with things. You're gonna pay for 1 week of that.
Right.
Okay. So whoever's paying for that first week, go ahead and deduct it from party funds, whatever you got to do. And then I'm going to get to Todier. Todier, right now you are expecting a caravan of your people to show up any day. It takes about a week. What do you want to do during that week?
There's so many things. I want to start establishing I want to use the war room to start establishing the best path for a road / trading route to Salmondrun, or the next clearest, like the nearest large settlement. And then I also want to see if Ascites has any contacts in that same settlement to start using my brothers for income. Because they're gonna have to they're gonna have to make their own way somehow.
Very well. We're going to have to talk about a job situation for them as well. But in the meantime, you dispatch some scouts, cartographers, to go and try and find the best paths, and meeting up and piecing together their maps in the war room. And that's what you're doing. Now, there are 2 viable locations for your road. One is going north to Salmon's Run, and one is going south to the Pride Lands. But we can talk about that later, because on the 7th day, you get a call, or hear a call, I should say, because there are no phones, that some travelers have arrived. It's mantis folk. There is a large quantity of them. You asked for up to 200 of them. Unfortunately, it seems that you've only gotten 150. But they come bearing a couple of large Planikin-type chests, they're carried by multiple people. And several of them are, almost all of them are wearing matching uniforms. These are like gi martial artist type loose clothing with sashes and things of that nature. And they stop at the wall in a elegant kind of formation, and they go cross-legged and crouch on the ground waiting for you.
Go sprinting out like a kid on Christmas.
Like, open the wall, open the wall!
Ishmas.
And it opens a big, huge archway for them. You go rushing out, and you recognize several of the faces. Some people that you went to school with at the monastery. Even some instructors. Including one very old, grizzled teacher that is missing one of his arms, and one eye, and an antenna. It was Lucky.
Brothers, Master Lucky, welcome to your new home. I'm so glad to see you.
Todier, my lord, you have made much of yourself. Your mother would be proud. You are greeted by Lucky. He moves to bow to you with his one hand forward in a monkish salute.
I bow back.
And he says, "We have much to discuss."
I bring him to one of the special rooms for individuals. This is yours.
Yeah. So you lead them in, make sure that they're all housed, and unload their precious cargo. And one of the caskets seems to be much, much heavier and more ornate than the other ones. And the people that are carrying it are giving it much reverence, or maybe even fear. You lead Lucky up to his private chamber and sit him down, offer him tea or whatever it is that y'all at the tree house like to drink. And he lets out a great sigh and he says, "Much has happened since your mother's passing, since you left the monastery to find your way in the world. And there are a few things that I am burdened with telling you. Your mother left some things with us in case you found your way in the world. She believed that you would. It's time, I think, for you to receive your inheritance. And he fishes out a large scroll that seems to be in very good condition. He says, "This is quite old, almost as old as you. This has been entrusted to me for many, many cycles." And it's a runic script that you cannot read. But he says if you touch the runes, the message from your mother will become apparent.
I've been confused this whole time, but I'll take the paper and start running my finger along it to read it.
You touch the first rune, and it automatically starts a very dramatic set of events. A illusory image appears above the scroll of a very majestic and powerful looking creature. One that you recognize as the great matron, your mother. She says, "My son, Todier, this is my final will and testament." That's where we're going to take our break.
You bastard!
Love you guys. All right, let's come back in like 15 minutes. Get a dab in me.
Mom!
15 more minutes.
Before everyone leaves really quickly,
Yeah.
So because we can grow the stuff for potions in the garden, I was thinking that we could maybe do a system where if we can request potions, but then we need to make sure we grow potions to sell the next week.
I want to look up the costs of each of the potions and make the 4 that are gonna sell for the most continuously, and then make our specialties.
I was actually thinking that we would do.
User's gonna want to help with that stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, there's some potentially very dangerous potions, like the Oil of Etherealness, so we don't want to just be selling that to just any Timbuktu who comes around like, "Here, you want to walk through walls for an hour?"
Yeah.
You want to walk through our walls?
No, just
yeah.
Honestly, I would just not even sell that and keep that for ourselves.
Exactly. So I was thinking that we sell the 4 that we would just grow regularly, or grow the ingredients for regularly, would just be the Potion of Greater Healing, Alchemist Fire, Potion of Resistance, which would just be random, and Potion of Water Breathing. Useful potions, but not...
Do not need it. I have water breathing.
Well, I mean, these are for other people.
It's a ritual spell.
These aren't for us. These are for people that would want to buy.
Yeah, we would sell these.
Yeah, so there is a list of prices that you would get for selling magical items that is quite a bit less than buying them, obviously, for obvious reasons. But if you tell me what potions you get, I can tell you what your income's going to be.
All right, yeah. So I was thinking that we could do that, and then if there was anyone particularly that wanted a different potion, maybe like a potion of growth or a potion of immunization, something.
We do need to restock on some healing potions.
Yeah, that's
that
what I was.
should probably be a priority. Let's be honest.
That is why the potions that we will be growing for week 1 were the potion that Todier wanted, which was the Animal Friendship, Pilter of Love, the Oil of Etherealness, and a Greater Healing Potion.
Now,
Those are
let me
the
put
4
this
for
out
us.
there. If you have the blood of a regenerating creature, you can use it to make a superior healing potion.
We have that.
Hydras. We have 5 vials of Hydra blood, right?
We also had some other blood.
No, that's Wyvern Venom. Hold on.
Yeah, I've got the Wyvern Venom.
Yeah, we have.
So the
I know we
Hydra
have
blood is literally a necessary ingredient to a superior healing potion. You're only going to be able to produce those at like 1/3 the rate you would a greater, mind you.
We have 7 vials of Hydra blood.
That's good for 7 superior healing potions over the course of 7 months.
We also have Remora's blood, 5 vials. I do not remember what that does.
That is, it stays perpetually warm. You can use it to create like heat packs and shit.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, we could have used that.
I want that. Why have I not been carrying that? Give it. What the?
Give the cold-blooded insect warmth, please, please.
Right.
I just prestidigitation my clothes.
But let's take this break real quick so I can get back to the story.
Yeah, when we come back, we can talk about selling things and crafting things and stuff like that.
Greetings. I am Castle. I am the Dungeon Master.
Hear me roar!
Castle, yes. My ultimate adversary. You have been chosen to face the Chosen.
The Chosen shall face the Chosen this day.
Let's see what you have.
Oh my god, so I'm obsessed with this cliche. Check it out. Have you guys ever played Bard's Quest? Or
Yes.
The Bard's Tale? The
Bard's Tale? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like an old King's Quest remake.
Yeah, but it's all like jokes and puns and such.
Yes.
You know that you remember the Chosen One thing?
Oh, from that?
Yeah.
No, I was doing the Chosen from Smosh.
Little goblin dudes keep popping out and doing like sing-alongs about the Chosen One. He's supposed to be the Chosen One, the Bard, right? But he keeps coming across Chosen One corpses, and these goblins keep coming out like, "Oh, another Chosen One down." You know, it's like whoever's there and is around and able to continue the quest is the Chosen One. It's great. Oh my God, you're the Chosen One. You need to complete the quest. Oh, guess he wasn't the Chosen One. Better find the Chosen One. Oh, it must be him. Hey, you're the Chosen One. It's
What
great.
did I come into?
All the goodest things. I said,
You are the chosen one. The goblins have spoken.
Yes. There's something unique about you.
It must be your eyes. You got this especially stupid look in them.
I meant
I'm the only one in my family with brown feather.
stupor.
Yeah. Exactly. So anyway, back to our game. The matron mother's last will and testament. My son, I am very old. Older than you may even know. I've seen the rise and fall of many civilizations in our land and out. But what I wanted to tell you goes beyond my lifetime, into the time of my grandmother, the first matron. She told me tales of her youth, such fantastical tales that at first I would never have dared to believe. She told us of a time when the ancients created us. Places made of metal, caged beasts everywhere, strange machinery and lights, gave birth to the first of our people, and that of many others. When the day of liberation came, our ancestors fled deep, deep into the wilderness, where we emulated all that we knew, our bestial urges clashing with higher thought. We formed our cities, slew many, many enemies, and drew up laws and civilization, all built around this bestial truth. My son, I think that it's time to finally break the cycle. I've spent my life trying to decipher the wisdom of the ancients, trying to come up with a plan for our future The culmination of all my effort is you, Todier. My final and greatest creation. My favorite son. I have enlisted the help of otherworldly powers to create a masterpiece of death. It is not to be trifled with. Its creation held many problems and moral quandaries, and I will not lie to you and tell you that its creation is not covered in blood. But I believe that it's the key to the future, just as you are, and you will make a fine pair. Do not underestimate it, child. If I have misjudged you and you are unworthy, it will destroy everything you know and love. But I trust that you will take it and rewrite the face of this world in a better image. Every tutor I've ever sent your way, every teacher, every place that you've been up to your final days in the monastery were planned to bring you to a higher form of thought that would question the realities around you and judge for yourself what is good and what is evil. Use what I've given you and do the best you can. I have no choice left but to trust you, my son. Now go and achieve greatness. And the hologram ends.
I'd like to roll the note up and place a piece of incense with it and send a prayer to my mother.
Very well.
And then go see what the fuck's in the box.
Yeah, for sure.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
After a solemn moment in prayer over the final thoughts of a long dead great woman, you rush off to find out what the present was. So the mantis folk, your pupils, I guess, now, that are guarding the casket are taking their job very seriously. No one is allowed anywhere near it. They're being gentle but firm. And then you appear and they make way. And they say, be careful. It is very powerful. And it does not brook weakness. They say it with actual fear. Lucky says, what?
Oh, Dirk wanted to play a little joke. As they opened up the casket, he was going to cast Minor Illusion and make like this little tiny rabbit pop out and just land on the ground.
Oh, for sure. All right. Well, Lucky pipes up before you go to open up the casket, and he says, think before you do this. It has killed many creatures without ever touching them. Do you open the casket?
Am I present when he's doing this?
Not.
The whole party can be present if they want.
All right, I choose. I'm gonna choose to be present when this happens.
I am your gift.
Absolutely gonna be there.
I give Toady a sanctuary when he goes to open up the capsule or the thing.
Okay. Toady, do you open the box?
Well, I was excited. Now I'm worried.
That is exactly what I was going for. I love you.
Yeah.
There's a moment of tension as everyone holds their breath. Todier hesitates as he goes and opens up the box. Inside, you see a pair of bracers, identical, green chitin, designed specifically to fit over arm blades of the mantis folk. And there's a hush as you behold it for the first time. It calls to you, knowing you.
Hey.
And then Underneath your feet, the grass wilts and dies. All plant life within... Sorry, 10 feet of the relic is instantly killed and destroyed.
Get near Hannah with that thing?
Yeah, don't you dare approach the garden.
You have to just take a stroll through the garden with my new death gauntlets.
A rabbit pops out of the hood of this thing. Startling 3 of the guards, they strike out at it, missing it completely.
It like doesn't it?
It's a devil! No such creature could have survived contact with the artifact.
Could I have noticed that Dirk was the one that did this?
Give me a perception check. He didn't really hide it, so
Yeah, I'm just kind of making the rabbit doing insane backflips that no rabbit should be able to do.
Why is that rabbit turning on its neck?
Oh yeah, dude, that's an illusion for sure. Anyway, the guards recover and they see through your illusion, glaring at you. This is a solemn moment, rodent. This is no laughing matter.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to make Dirk fart.
You people have no reverence.
I'm, made this way?
Sensei, should we slay this rodent?
Not yet.
Yay!
I'm watching you.
I'll watch you too.
And I glare back at him.
Yeah. So anyway.
I pick up the gauntlets.
They feel familiar in your hands, vibrating softly. They seem to know you. You seem to know them.
Okay, so I didn't die. I don't know what to do now. I'm gonna go ahead and... Well, so, okay. I don't need to attune to them then? Because I was gonna attune to them and see what they were.
I'm just imagining Toadier just standing there. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm not dead. What do I do now?
You definitely have to attune to them if you're trying to make use of their abilities. You can put them on, but it's more powerful abilities won't apply to you.
Yeah.
I cast Detect Evil and Good. Just out of curiosity.
Okay. It does not give off aberrational, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead auras.
I'm going to go ahead and step off to the side a little bit and kind of say, just give me a few minutes and we can figure this all out. And I'm going to ritual cast Identify for it.
Would you allow him to do that, Toadier?
Sure.
Question. Do you do it right here?
Where are we?
The casket in question was being held directly to the north of your location in this empty square. Directly north to the center, I should say. In this empty field. However, there's a gathering of people around you. They're keeping a good 20-foot distance, but, you know, there's people around and such. There's even some pets and whatnot, like running in the field.
I guess Dirk would kind of be like,
Hold up, folks! Don't get any closer!
Everybody, I'm gonna need you to back away from the thing that just killed the floor.
Right. So as you step, it is killing plant life as you walk in an aura.
Yeah, so I need everybody at least 80 feet away from this.
Right.
What do you guys think? 80? 110? What do you think? I don't know.
I think
got anything
80's
where I
good.
don't just die while I do this?
I've got the greater restoration thing.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to get away from the crowd as much as possible and tell them to get away from us as much as possible.
Yeah, okay, so they make way. Where do you go?
Ah, damn it. Hold on.
I imagine I was just going to step like 15, 20 feet
There.
away and then...
Sorry, where?
Top right of that same square.
Okay, so towards the trees. All right, so
Towards the wall, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh shit!
Well,
There's a wall
the
there.
walls,
Fuck.
the walls beyond it. But check it out. You get close to some saplings and they die, but you get within the radius of one of the larger trees and it does not die.
Interesting.
Would you try and identify this gizzard?
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes to do, so you can go walk around for a little bit and then
Very well. Give me a
I'll
Arcana
come
check.
over when it's ready.
I need an Arcana check from Gizzard, please, along with the casting of the spell.
Do that with guidance. The Arcana check.
That's add
1d4.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead.
Nice.
He's like, "What are we dealing with, Gizzard?" And you're like, "I have no fucking clue. Your identification spell has failed. I know what it does."
So does nobody in Todier's thing know what it does?
I can confidently say it's probably not evil.
I'll ask Master Lucky if what he knows about this. I'm not gonna take this thing inside, obviously. I'm just. Will somebody stand here with this? I'm just gonna leave it on the floor. Dude,
Dirk, just
stay
hold-
over there.
Hold on.
Dirk.
Quick question. So this was in a casket, right?
Yeah, I say that kind of loosely, not like a body casket. It's a name for a heavily reinforced chest.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
thinking she made that Todier's mother made these with like her own
No,
part, like her dying.
imagine
skin,
those chests with 2 poles on them for the 4 people to carry. It's like I was imagining that.
Yeah.
And like upon cursory inspection, you can see that it's made or lined with lead. Lucky says, "We had this in the catacombs underneath the monastery for many years. Once a student broke in down there and opened the casket. We found him several weeks later dead and rotting, and the corpses of many rats around the casket. It seems to reach out and kill very weak things."
Okay, I guess I'll just start. I'm gonna sit out in this field for as long as it takes to attune to them.
Okay, so you put them on. You started attuning to it over the course of an hour. Allow me to reopen this. Todier, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Nat 1.
Inspiration.
Oh, sorry, not one? What? Okay.
Hold on. Inspiration. May redo that roll. Get that not one away from here.
Thank you. Fuck.
Josh was like, yeah.
Dirty 20.
Yay!
Cool. So,
I just almost died again, didn't I?
well, no. You take half damage. As you finish attuning to it, you feel a psychic link that strains your mind. The item itself lashes out at you in a sort of test of constitution and character. You get the feeling that it will brook no weakness from you. And you take 15 points of psychic damage.
Oh, hey. Blood resistance to bludgeoning damage. That's nice.
Once per day can cast invisibility on yourself is what's got me.
What about the automatic grappling though?
Basically already had that.
No, that was...
Oh, only...
When you hit someone now, it automatically grapples them. That's very different from what you were doing.
Oh.
Read it very thoroughly. The wording, I wrote this myself, so maybe the wording might be a little skewed, but make sure you understand it and incorporate it into your character sheet. This is Todier's balance.
So wait, where are you guys seeing that?
I showed it to all players. I could do it again.
Weird, I didn't. Oh, all right.
Yeah, but it's under rare loot in the characters section, so. I worked hard on this.
Can't be stunned. That's the most important part of Pierce the Veil. Can't be stunned.
Can't be blinded. I cast blindness on you?
Or Petter.
Automatically resists it.
Interesting.
Wait, now I need to know. Has it stopped killing the vegetation when I walk?
No.
Fuck. You are banned from the garden. In fact, let's make like stone pathways specifically for you to walk along, you know?
Also, Todier, you can find yourself very, very hungry.
You could maybe like walk along the edges of the garden, you know, and maybe take care of like the weeds and some overgrown, you know, stuff, places here and there. It's like free lawn service right here.
Hey, it's gonna be so easy for me to till.
Right. So you're walking along and trying to test out these things, and you notice that they can elongate and shorten to your will. They change shape to a certain extent. And at one point, you're kind of like testing them out in this area of dead grass that you're standing in, and you startle a rabbit, which immediately keels over and dies.
I'd like
Not thinking too much of a little while later, a bird flies over your head and drops at your feet dead.
I'd like to leave them outside and go talk to Henna about a project.
Do you want to just put those in my little special chest that is not here, but wherever I need it to be? Just so it's not killing stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was about to go try to figure out. Put it in there for now, and I'm gonna go talk to Henna about if she can make something that can hold this. Like a place that I can just store this when I'm home.
I also kind of want to attempt to cast Remove Curse. Like, kind of want to try it.
Also, definitely going to eat the bird that died.
Is this something that Todier is open to?
But I don't. If it's cursed, and that cursed is removed, do I lose stuff?
I don't know what the hell it is. I don't like. Yeah, that's why I'm saying kind of want. Do I
Anyway,
identify curse or something like that? I don't know.
Gizzard offers to store it in an interdimensional space. He says he's got a magical chest that he can pop in and out of existence.
I make sure that our bedroom...
Oh no, they would have seen the chest by now. It had my spare clothes and things, and I'm dressed.
I would like to make sure that our bedrooms are immediately next to each other. So, anytime I might need that, he is near.
Yeah, I want to point out that this is quite a leap in trust. This is the last gift of your mother, and you suspect it's one of the most powerful pieces that you may ever come across.
I'm willing to let him hold on to the little replica chest.
Here's another idea. It was contained within that large casket that was lined with lead. If possibly we could make just a smaller container for them to be held in. Or even some other magic item that could contain its almost aura of death, it appears. Be possible for you to wear them continuously.
And just like cast off the protection thing.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to make lead-lined bags, or can I get commission somebody to make lead-lined bags to put over them that I can just slip off?
That doesn't sound too hard. You could probably commission some lead from the quarry. You know, they might have some.
What about this big lead chest right in front of me?
I mean, you could certainly, take that apart if you wanted to.
How big is this casket?
It's 15 by 5. It's like way too big for these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of had another idea, but it's too big.
Yeah, maybe I could sprinkle the bags with holy water. Give it possibly some type of blessing.
Would any of the current merchants have a bag of holding?
Yes, sure enough, there is
a bag of holding in my chest.
Yeah, but I want my own.
Your own?
This is going to be just for the gauntlets. But
There
actually,
is-
can I borrow that bag of holding and put them in it and make sure that it nullifies the effect before I go buy one?
It just gives the bag an aura of death. Ooh, look
No,
at this deathly bag.
After a little bit of experimentation, you note that once it's put into a bag of holding, it does not have an aura of death.
Yeah, so I'm going to go buy... How much for a bag of holding? Just for these things.
They have one bag of holding for sale. He wants 2,500 gold pieces for it.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't know. We're about to have to pay out a bunch of gold for everybody, so I don't wanna...
We are going to start selling potions.
Yeah.
You could try to talk him
reminds
down.
me, how much
Oh, and
is
we
the-
have the tavern making us money too. How long?
Oh, yeah, that's
how long has that been done? We might have gotten a payout by it.
Well,
much, but
we're 1 week in to the downtime. So let's see, it just got completed like 3 days before you guys showed up. So a total of like 10 days. Fuck, where's that book? Strongholds. Talking about strongholds. Did I not download it? Is it on my phone? Discord?
You know,
There's
the last
a
name
link.
of Castle.
it's also in pre-game banter.
Shit.
Here, I will pin the message where you gave us the link. You're talking about the Stronghold PDF, yes?
Yes.
Well,
but
then it is pinned in general, so if you go to the top right in Discord, right next to hide member list and
excellent.
Stuff like that, the pinned message, you can go there.
Excellent. Look, I feel foolish now, but in my search to find this document, I forgot what the question was.
How much money we'd get from a tavern?
Tavern profits.
Yes, indeedy. So this is actually a booming industry here. Everyone who's anyone goes and eats and drinks there. Allow me to pull up the profits part of this.
1d10 kegs of alcohol worth 5 gold points each every 7 days. Or 2d10 if the tavern is staffed by a player or hireling proficient in brewer's supplies.
Yeah, you have a bartender and a brewer among the people. There's yeah. Shit. So that's gonna actually impact your margins. So you have to employ 2 skilled hirelings to run that tavern. Go ahead and mark that treasurer. Let's see here. I guess roll 2d10.
Yay, 16.
16. Excellent. So times 5. That's your income for the week.
$80.
Yep. Let's see, you're also getting an income from the potion shop, though. That's also been open for 1 week. And that runs a pretty good profit. Let's say they've been putting out greater healing potions. Right? You can put 4 of them in a week. And he sold them because you guys weren't here yet. So that's 800. I think. Wait, selling magical items. Do. Is that an uncommon potion?
Which potion?
Greater healing.
The potion is... Fuck, might have to pull up the one that doesn't tell me its rarity.
I'm sure it's uncommon.
It's uncommon.
Yeah, okay. So 800 gold pieces for that week.
Is that a third skilled hireling for the potion creation?
Yes. You have an alchemist.
Okay.
So we planned... You said that we could only make 1 of each potion per week?
Yeah, I just simplified it for the first week for the greater heals. But yeah.
Gotcha.
We're going to put that limit on it.
And then the next week we brew our custom potions, and then after that, if anybody else wants potions, you know.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
If not, we're making potions to be sold.
Yeah, that's a pretty good business, especially since you have the caravannery. It guarantees that they're going to get sold. Yeah, any that you don't use personally, anyway. Anyway, let's see. Rest of the downtime, or wait. You're going to store your relic inside caskets, yeah?
Yeah, for now, I'm just going to leave it in that casket.
Okay, you're going to store the casket in, like, the vault or something, probably?
Can we get it to my bedroom?
Yes.
Do it.
All right, it's in your bedroom. Cool. Let's see. Let's see here. You immediately do this, but then you go to the kitchen because you're starving. And you eat. And then you go out and you train a little bit and you're like, damn, I'm hungry as fuck. And you go and eat a little bit more, you have a snack. Right? And you're thirsty. And you drink. And you end up spending most of the rest of the day in the tavern. And you end up eating and drinking about 6 times the normal amount.
Do I have a parasite?
Oh. Do you have a parasite?
Dirk just randomly comes up in the
Out
middle of
of
the
21 medicine, do I have a parasite?
You don't feel like you have a parasite. In fact, you feel great.
Okay.
Dirk, right in the middle of it, just kind of goes up to him and points at something, goes, "You gonna eat that?" And then Todier just stuffs his face.
Oh,
It's like, I am going to eat that, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat all of it. Actually, I don't know why.
Hunters, bring me another pig.
just kill it and bring it here. That's all I care.
He starts eating raw, like bird, and yeah. All in all, your consumption increases to 6 times its normal amount daily. Daily.
Good thing I still have all this owlbear meat.
Not for long.
Yeah.
6 days worth of food and water in 1 day. This starts actually taxing the hunters, and you're requested to go out on hunting missions with them. And a lot of the times you eat half of the kill before it's made back.
No, I'm gonna help them kill, and then I'm gonna find another kill, and I'm gonna eat that one by myself.
Cool. You're ravenous. It's a thing. You're still Todier, but you just got this seemingly bottomless hunger.
Quick question: is magic missile fair?
Is what? Is what?
Is magic missile fair when hunting?
Depends on what you're hunting, I guess. But yes.
I might go out on a couple hunting expeditions.
Well, cool. Yeah, make sure that the people are fed. There aren't that many carnivores, but there are enough, and there's fucking Todier, and he needs to be fed.
Not to mention get to know the local area, see what kind of plants, animals, rocks, all of it there is.
Well, are you going to do that, or are you going to try and add some spells to your list and research the circle or the portal?
I think I'll do that like maybe 3 times in total over the whole month, over the whole.
Gotcha. Just kind of like putting the effort out there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Ascites, are you with us? Sounds like he's all tuckered out.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm here, but well, part of me's here anyway.
All right. Well, you get a letter back, and it seems like your criminal contacts do not have any information for you that you do not already know. Furthermore, they mention that they are not willing to put forth the effort to go against the dragon. You receive a letter detailing the current situation in Osina. The Bear King has been confined to his throne room and hasn't been seen in weeks. The citadel in the capital has been smashed and taken over by dragons and their minions, wyvern riders, and dragon kin. And now witch hunters are roving the streets. It's a different game, and they offer no further help in this area.
Okay. I want to send a special message, but this can't go by caravanery.
Okay.
I want to send it back to the head of the Borskov syndicate that I used to work for.
Okay.
And make a specialized request for one of my companions from the syndicate to come and visit the fortress and talk to him privately, one-on-one, without the party's knowledge.
Are we talking about making a second character, or what are we talking about here?
No, just a specialized contact within the Orskov syndicate.
Kind of like an information broker?
Well, not exactly. Okay.
Like a lore master or something?
No, being an enforcer, we had access to information that other people within the syndicate didn't have. However, we could not know anything above what our boss would tell us. So anything above his head we could not know. But I have a contact within the Orkov syndicate who can go above my boss's head. He's the one I want to contact. It's like a syndicate within a syndicate type thing.
Oh, okay. So, like, what is this person capable of? Is basically what I'm getting at. What kind of a person are you trying to summon here? DM to player.
A specialized interrogator, a specialized information gatherer.
Okay.
He's not a fellow enforcer like I was. He's more like a spy.
So yeah, an information broker. That's exactly how I envision an information broker.
Okay. But we're actually breaking. If the Orkov syndicate finds out about this, then I become enemy number one, and then that's going to create a whole big mess for the campaign.
I see what you mean.
I'm actually violating syndicate rules here.
Because you're going beyond your boss.
Right.
Okay. A secret note. How are you going to get this delivered?
I'm going to send it in a small package addressed to my contact, and I can fill you in on all that later by private message. But I'm going to send like just like a little token, like a potion or an amulet or something, maybe even one of the sets of one of the potions I picked up or something, just specially addressed to him, but the note's going to be hidden in the box. He'll know how to get it.
Done.
Okay.
Gizzard.
Yeah.
This is the list of spells that are on offer from Gary, the rabbit folk mage that was with you. He says, I had more, but this is the only spell book I have left. I'll teach you one or two for
Quick
your
question.
What?
How much could I get for that Mariner's chain shirt?
Hit me with a rarity.
Give me a moment.
Uncommon.
Okay. I'll give you 200 gold for it. No. I'll give you 400 gold for it. But yeah, you may attempt to learn 2 of those spells from that list that I posted in chat. Using the normal cost to learn spells during your downtime. I think that's pretty much our game tonight, guys, but I will ask, what is thy plan at the beginning of the next session? So I have a little bit of, prep time.
Well, I guess
Are we gonna stick with the dragon or fuck around with the portals? Really, my two things I'm thinking about.
Oh, because there's going to be spending the majority of the 2 months looking at the portals.
Doesn't mean we're
Well,
going through first.
the portals could be an access to the proximity of the dragon.
Lesk is probably going to spend his time preparing for the a raid of some type, whether it be through the portals or the dragon, whatever we decide. I was also thinking of praying to see if I could get some of my equipment blessed, or possibly enchanted from Thor, or one of the many gods. After setting up the
shrine?
shrines.
Well, I'm going to toss you a bone here. Give me a religion check.
Yeah, 17.
I guess I'd also like to figure out what's wrong with me,
Well, you're hungry as shit. That's what's wrong with
Eat
you.
some good food, my friend.
Did you eat a couple of leaves from the pot of awakening?
Oh, that is now complete too, likely. It's now happily scooting itself across the floor of the...
It takes 30 days, so it's going to be halfway through all this.
Yeah. So halfway through, it wakes up.
Happy birthday!
Yeah. It doesn't speak or anything, but it moves and it acts somewhat like a pet. It scoots itself in its on its little rooty legs across the floor. It sometimes goes outside and explores. It learns, like, people. It starts to recognize people. It's alive. It's awake. Yeah. Anyway, what was I doing?
Religion check.
Oh, yes. I was about to open your character sheet. All right, cool. Awesome. So, every day after you built the shrines, you go and tend to them. And you pray to each god, right? And on the 30th day of prayer to Thor, you receive a vision. Your sight goes dark, and you are moved to the very top of the tallest mountain you have ever seen. And thunder rages all around you, and you see the faces of your ancestors. Goated beards and horns all. And the image fades, and on top of the altar of Thor is a helmet. Fits you perfectly. The top part of it goes over the horns, and it gleams fantastically in the sunlight. Lets off a subtle hum. These are this is the helmet of storms, I guess we'll call it. Your horns, while you're wearing it, will do an additional 2d6 thunder damage.
So if I ever land a headbutt.
Yes. Now, see, have you thought about becoming proficient in your horns? But you are proficient. What was holding you back on that?
I was just rolling really badly.
Well, you're a plus 6 to hit with them. What's the problem here?
That was back at like level 1 or 2, though.
Yeah, that was like
Fair.
the first session, and I just rolled consistently low.
So let me go ahead and alter your horns real quick. Horns O Thunder. Strength, damage. Damage 2 is 2d6. Thunder.
That's like a very interesting rock band name. Horns of Thunder.
Horns O Thunder.
My favorite
And Todier
is
could
going to be
start
the
a
fist
band.
fighting babies.
Todier could start a band called Unlimited Stomach.
I'll just call it Sarlax.
You see that roll? That was with your horns, bro.
That is pretty impressive.
You headbutt a rock and it explodes. You're like, thank you, Thor. You're my senpai. Senpai noticed me, everyone.
Very in character for us. Thank you, Thor. Thank you for noticing me, senpai.
What's a senpai?
Senpai!
Much of the new mantis folk population is practicing martial arts. They're going to count as soldiers. They're going to cost a soldier's wage.
I believe that's 2 gold pieces a day as well.
Well, it was silver for the unskilled.
Oh.
And there's 150 of them. So we're talking 300 gold a day.
Gosh.
Indeed.
Except I'm going to send 50 of them to Samage Run to start, and send them to the Slayers Guild to start earning.
Very well. 50 of them will not be paid during the next... Shit.
They'll be paid just by themselves.
Yeah, but not from your coffers. I need you to calculate how much all this is going to cost, because you have like 68 unskilled workers, 3 skilled workers, and 100 soldiers.
I thought we had
for the
100
next.
rabbit folk, not 70.
Oh. Okay,
I
so
had 70 written
nine.
down originally, but then you said 100.
Right. So 98 unskilled workers, 3 skilled workers, and 100 soldiers. What does that amount to over the course of an additional 7 weeks? Come on, big math brains.
Normal.
What?
Normal
Say that
guard.
again.
Yeah, you'll be paying them a guard's wage.
Alright, so 2 gold per... How many
Per
days?
soldier.
7 weeks, so that's
7 weeks.
42 days?
49 days.
49.
A 100, right?
Yeah, 100 of them.
Yeah, 9,800 gold for 49 days.
Okay. And then the unskilled labor and the skilled labor.
How much of that do we have?
You have 98 unskilled workers. And 3 specialist workers or skilled workers. This seems arduous, but ultimately I need to know how broke you guys are.
I need to know the total for 9,604 silver pieces to gold, and I can tell you.
Divide that by 10. So
I'm gonna drop
900. 940 something.
So almost. All right, what are we looking at total?
Hold on. 11,054.4.
Okay, you
How
guys.
much would we get from selling potions as well as revenue from the...
I'm working on the tavern right now.
Gotcha.
You tell me what potions produced, and I'll tell you by rarity what money you get from that.
All right. So our original plan was to sell some fairly normal-ish potions so that it wouldn't be dangerous. However, if we're short on money, we'll do the more rare potions so that we can pay everybody.
Okay. So 96 times 5 is going to be what you're getting from the inn during that time.
Only 480.
That's kind of a low passive income type place where just food and drink is sold.
Those are the potions that we'd be making. The potion of resistance is random every time it's made.
Okay.
Which is interesting.
So how many of each rarity are we looking at?
Let's see. So
7 weeks.
Greater
so
healing.
7.
Greater healing was uncommon. Alchemist's fire, I believe, is common.
All right, we'll do the Alchemist Fire first. So that's 350 gold pieces for all 7 weeks. What next?
We did the potion of resistance. However, I don't know if it changes rarity. If it's like potion of like elemental resistance versus physical resistance.
Let's see.
Say simplicity's sake, just to keep it all as one, really.
Yeah, I don't think that it changes.
Potion of resistance uncommon.
Okay, so that's going to be
Apparently, just
1,400 for the 7 weeks of those. Yeah. What's next?
Potion of water breathing.
Okay.
Also uncommon.
Also 1,400 then.
So that is all 4 uncommon, right?
Well, the Alchemist Fire was common. Everything else you told me so far was uncommon.
So that gets us a profit per week of 350 for the common.
No. That was total for the 7 weeks for each of those.
Oh.
So, common potions will get you 50 gold pieces for sale. Uncommon potions will get you 200 gold pieces per sale. Rare will get you 2,000 gold pieces per sale. These are unmodified, right? That depends on the market, but right now that market is stable with the caravans, so you'll get fair prices.
Alright, so we made 4,550 gold doing that.
Yeah, which mitigated that with the inn has mitigated a good portion of your running costs. Oh, yes. I forgot I was going to do this. It's getting late as hell. But on week 5, there is a delegation, a troop of goblin adventurers, and carts overladen with goblin goods and foods appears at the gates asking for entry.
I
bring Dirk with us in particular, but lead the party and have Dirk in front and center and open the gates.
Oh, great Lord Todier! We are your neighbors, the Chitin clan. We offer you great gifts of our bounty in hopes of a good trade relationship.
Are they speaking in common or goblin?
They are speaking in common.
Oh.
Quick, respond to them in Goblin. Can you speak Goblin?
I can.
Yes. I can speak goblin.
Quick, respond to them in Goblin.
But they're talking in common. That kind of defeats the purpose.
It's a show of good faith. Come on.
I welcome you, fellow lord, and then you.
Goblin steps forward with a velvety-looking cape, and he bows deeply with a flourish. And he says, I am Cobblepot Chitin, eldest son of the Lord Chitin. I come bearing gifts. This should be enough food to feed your forces for a month.
Cobblepop? What the fuck did you just say?
Cobblepot Chitin.
Dirk in goblin just says,
Greetings, fellow goblin. I am Dirk. I am from the Academy of Gigglesforth.
Oh my god, it's you! He kind of cringes and steps back a few paces, and he looks around all worried. He's like, what's going on? You're not here. He kind of collects himself like, oh, okay. I've heard of you. I'm surprised they would let you into such a civilized place.
I'm just as surprised as you are, so...
You know the are just as surprised.
Is that all going on in Goblin?
He kind of talks to Todier in a like a stage whisper. He says, you know he killed the headmaster of his school accidentally, right? Him and his brother are in trouble. Oh my god, is his brother here? He kind of looks around all nervous.
Sadly, his brother is dead. And accidents
Oh, thank God.
accidents.
Thank the gods.
I do not blame a man for his past. He came to me after that. I did not look into it.
Dirk's just got this face of, I don't like this guy at all.
You know, he's not family. You know, he's not from the clan you were raised up in, per se. More like neighbor. And apparently he's heard of you. He's probably got a cousin or 3 from the academy that has told him some stories. He maybe knows a little bit about your guys' backstory.
I'll wander over and stand behind Todier and kind of look over his shoulder, making mean faces at the goblins.
Well, listen, I'm terribly sorry if I'm being rude to your compatriot. I truly wish for diplomatic relations between our peoples to go smoothly. We trade in exotic mines, minerals, and gemstones, as well as a great selection of fungus. All the best fungus.
They must have visited Dirtle's grave.
Perhaps you'd like to...
Maybe he's just trying to tell us he's a fun guy.
Perhaps you'd like to have a conversation with Henna. You two might have quite a bit to talk about.
Dirk,
right, well,
I whispered into Todier's ear. How can you be sure they're legitimate? They could be scoping out our fortress.
And there's also 250 of us, and they just walked in here willingly unarmed. Wait, are they armed?
I mean, yeah, they're armed.
How
but
armed?
There's short swords and short bows, some crossbows.
And how many?
Recon forces always appear friendly.
I
Just
mean, it would actually be weird if they were traveling in the wild without weapons. Honestly,
Who has the best?
Gizzard's gonna be looking around at everyone and everything that's going on, and then he's just going to smack himself in the forehead and look at Todier and goes, "Are we your pets?"
Wait, can't you read minds?
Who has been?
That was over a while ago.
Can you do it again?
Can Hannah give me another fruit?
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
That's what that was from. Oh, yeah.
Then, if she wants to, then yes.
I'll ask Hannah
Hold
for
on.
another fruit so he can read their minds and see if they're legit or not.
All right, hold on a second.
Well, just because he's telepathic doesn't mean he can read their mind. So.
No, give me a D8.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Whoever eats the fruit. Okay. The creature, Gizzard, feel a surge of might. For the next hour, you have advantage on attack rolls using strength checks, strength saving throws, and when the effect ends, you gain a level of exhaustion.
Oh, wonderful! Just all the things I'm great at as a wizard.
Well, now you're better at them for the next hour. So, good luck with that.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna give a perception check to see if I can tell if they're being forthright or not.
Oh, insight, please.
Oh, insight.
That would be insight.
Dirk was gonna speak to Todier as well.
You know, I know they're goblins and all, but I think I can vouch for these guys.
They seem to be fairly forthright. They do have like 3 carts overladen with mostly fish and mushrooms of different varieties that are edible, and they're giving it away to your people to eat. And this is actually going to negate the cost of wages for 2 weeks. So, I mean, you can subtract what you already did, but, you know,
I
the
could
next
use
2 weeks.
augury to see if it would be good or bad for us.
Would you
Or
like to?
divination.
Would you like to?
I mean, he's suggesting it.
Again, Dirk basically goes,
I think these guys are on the level.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we've checked. Yeah, my insight in that. Yeah, I trust them enough.
It's basically just a first contact diplomatic mission from a neighboring quote-unquote kingdom.
I was gonna say you can trust them as much as you trust any other customer.
Right.
Dirk is also a little more hospitable towards the goblins since they are goblins.
Yeah, and they are treating you like lukewarm.
I will.
Would be cold if they weren't afraid.
I will be standing behind Todier and then disappearing and reappearing using my stealth abilities just to kind of psych them out a little bit.
It's weird because
not to incite them or attack them, but just when I was doing the trick when we had the long rest, I'll just be doing those in the background.
right, you're being intimidating and whatnot and scaring the crap out of them.
Yeah,
Dirk.
All right.
Dirk will just pipe.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Misty Step and Greater Invisibility are spells.
Okay. All right, yeah, just add them to your spell list and subtract the funds. Dirk, what were you saying?
I was gonna say during the psych outs or whatever, I'll just kindly tell them,
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm kind of training him to do the longbow, so he kind of has to stay by my side. I'm kind of his master. It's a thing.
Asaites lets out a growl and frowns at Dirk.
Right, from a nearby tree where he's stealth, probably.
Why are you frowning at me?
In the sky, somewhere on another realm, Dirtle cries a little bit. Why is it always me? So, yeah, you feel like their impression of you is ancient history. Like, you left a very solid impression, you and Dirtle, at the Gigglefort's Academy for Rangers. Did I pronounce that right?
Gigglesforth.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like that's really all they're going off of. Apparently, your current legend is not caught up with them, and the Dirk of the past is a very different person from the Dirk of the present. And you know this, obviously, but they don't.
Right. I mean, I'm still giddy as heck to see another goblin, but you know,
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And like, you know, as they mingle a little bit, I'm sure they'll start to pick up the situation. Anyway, that's it for the night. We're going to go ahead and end there on very wonderful gameplay and development. And next time, we're going to decide on a direct path to either fucking with some portals, messing around with some good old-fashioned D&D portal technology, or hunting down the Great Worm's Laboratory. So yeah, that's next time in the Beastlands. Love you all and good night.
Follow us on all major social media, Discord, Twitch, and as always, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week.